Yo,
Yo, what's up with me?
let me tell you about this Eeyore ass nigga that I done.
Hold up. Let me just start hitting everybody else and shit. Go ahead. I'm listening to you, yo. I'm listening, yo.
Yo, like, how do I find these fools, man?
Yeah, I'm saying, yo.
Hey y'all, what's up?
What's up?
Yo,
What's
Oh,
going on?
I got a story for y'all niggas, right?
Ooh, story time.
look. I'm glad 'cause I was already drinking, so so I can have some fun. What's poppin'?
I call myself talking to this dude. Of course, first bad move, I met him at work, right? All right, whatever. I met him off one of my accounts, but I thought, it's whatever. He all right? So we talked for a little while. We was going on little dates, whoop de whoop. And so then he invited me to his house. So I go to the house and it's beautiful. It's real nice. Now he bragging. Oh yeah, Shaq got a house back up in here. Mind you, we in Atlanta. So you already know everybody always famous around this beast or know somebody famous type shit. So I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the house. It's beautiful, it's nice. So he got the music going, he got candles going, okay,
Yo, to set the
cool.
mood. Yo, to set
He
the
set
mood.
the mood. So I go inside, I take my shoes off respectfully, and then he was like, "You want a tour?" I was like, "Okay." We hit the living room.
Oh, this
The
shit gonna be
living
it.
room was nice, right. And now at first glance, you really not looking. You just looking. It's a glance. And so he was like, I see the guest room, I see the bathroom, because it's a huge house. So then we go upstairs, and he's showing me all the rooms and stuff. He's showing me his daughter's room. He had two girls, and he's showing me an extra guest room, which was like real huge, looked like damn near a movie theater type thing. But I just started paying attention. I was like, this shit dirty. It started because
He said I
sometimes
started
people
paying
just don't clean
attention.
up, but this is not like, oh, I didn't clean up. This is like, this shit been sitting here. You know what I'm saying? For a minute. Because when he showed me the restroom, the bathroom had mold in the sink, the toilet, the tub. Like, it was nasty. It was spider webs. Spider webs.
Charlotte's Web in that
It's high
motherfucker.
ceilings and everything. Like, then that room that I was talking about at like a movie theater, instead of him having like some kind of partition or something, he got sheets. He got sheets to separate the mini living room from the bedroom type
Oh, that's like
shit.
a trap house.
Nigga,
Yeah.
for real.
Yo got a
And he
trap
was saying
mansion. Trap
right.
mansion.
Not a trap mansion. I ain't
Chill.
heard one of them before.
And me, y'all know.
That trap mansion is wild.
Right, but y'all know I'm like, I don't really be thinking. I'm just genuinely just be talking. So as I'm going through each room, I'm really saying like, dang, you ain't, well, what's wrong with this? Well, what happened? Like, I'm asking questions because bitch, I'm 45 minutes out, almost an hour out from where I live. So then we hit the kitchen, the refrigerator, mold, nasty, microwave, like it was like, nah, bruh, I'm really cool. Then he showed me the garage, water. The pipes don't work, the water work, but when you cut the water on, when you cut the water on, it'll do when it'll look like and do that jerking stuff or whatever, and then the water kind of sprouts out and then come on for a little bit, and then there's no pressure. No pressure.
Yo.
So I'm trying to figure out even when you cut the shower on. So I really started looking, so how you wash your ass? Like, how do you do this? Because not even the
Yo, I'm
showers
taking bird
upstairs
bath and shit.
facts, because there's nothing clean. I was like, what's going on? So I guess as I'm going through the house and I'm giving my critique, because again, you got to think, I'm seeing this big ass home, but the inside is like it's dead. It's dead, and how you live is how you feel on the inside. That determines your mental. So I I looked, and I guess I was crushing his spirit, and that's my fault because I just wasn't thinking right. I was just shocked, my nigga. I was in shock.
You were speaking out loud.
I was, and I didn't keep it to myself. I didn't mean no harm, but it was harming him. So by that time, he was like real standoffish, and he was upset, and he was like, "Yeah, you could just go home or whatever." And I was like, "Excuse me?"
He kicked you out.
He was
He
kicking me
kicked
out,
you out.
and I'm an hour out. I was like, "Excuse me?" And he was like, "Yeah, you could just go home." Yeah, because you a bad bitch. You ain't never have nobody reject you. So then I just took it as I snapped. I was like, you skinny, bona fide, Eeyore, depressed ass motherfucker. You ain't never had a bad bitch, and I could tell because you ain't never cleaned this house, let alone your goddamn ass, motherfucker. I grabbed my
Heavy
shit
on
and I
the
got the hell
depression.
on. Right. I got on, but it was just an insult. So I think I called Coco and Marcus.
I'm gonna need this. I can't do drinking the wine. I'm gonna need this one.
I
Yeah.
called them about it, and then they was like, they gave me some advice, but I left it alone or whatever. But then I had to sit with myself, and I was like, yeah, that was kind of harsh. I probably would have did the same shit. You feel? Because that's somebody's home. That's like disrespecting somebody's food if they gave you a plate of food. Like, even though you know it's nasty, just out of respect. You feel what I'm saying? So I went to the Dollar General, not Dollar Tree, Dollar General. And I bought cleaning supplies, gloves, cleaning supplies, everything. And I called him up. This is all within the same. I called him up. I was like, yo, what you doing? And he was real standing. I'm busy and da da da. So I just pulled up and I knocked on the door. He let me in. I had a gift. I had a card. I was all apologetic and da 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 da. And I was like, look, let's blast some music. You know what I'm saying? And let's clean this house. Because he also had like do you call it a shrine or something like that? Like when you have like a person who passed away, you got candles and stuff in front of it or whatever.
Yeah.
So he had that for his aunt because his aunt, when she transitioned, she's the one who gave him the money to get this house.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, so I cleaned that up and we just cleaned the house, at least the lower level, the living room, the bathroom, and the lower level. Cleaned it up, made it smell good. I mean, did some deep cleaning. And I just sat and talked with them and I was like, yo, are you okay? And he was just like, he lost his ex and she took the kids and da-da-da-da. So it just gave me an insight like, damn, buddy was just going through mad depression and he ain't get over it because the house was reflecting his depression. And I pretty much like crushed him a bit, not being sensitive. But I didn't know that story about his daughters and the girl leaving him and stuff. I was just trying to figure out, like, who you think you was laying down in this bitch? Like, what are you doing? And the fact is, when I was doing all of this and when, we did our apologies to each other and stuff, he was like, my mama did say I ain't going to be able to keep a woman or whatever, if my house looked like this. And I was like, yeah, she was right. A respectable woman wouldn't do it. Now, if you still want hood rats, yeah, they'll be there all day with no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, I'd rather help you or whatever. So we did that or whatever. But I guess that was like, for him, it sent a mixed signal like, I still wanted to be with him. No, that's a wrap. I'm cool. I want to be your friend because you need a friend. You don't need you're not ready for a woman.
No, Marcus, peep what she said though. Nah, Marcus, Brody, peep what she said. She said, I guess he thought that meant I wanted to still be with him. She said, no, I was just trying to help you clean.
My man was like, yeah, I might still be able to get some booty.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I might be able to keep her because she can clean.
Yeah. The house ain't gonna never be fucked up. She real
I gave
thorough.
him a starter kit because I got him everything he needed to keep that house clean or start him off. And he even was so excited, he called his homeboy who does carpet cleaning because that carpet needed some cleaning. And even the homeboy was on the phone like, yo, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Like, that was like a roller coaster of fucking red flags, nigga. Like, what is up?
Oh,
I
nigga,
feel like it probably might have been like your delivery, but also sometimes some stuff need to be said because he probably had people around him just talking about him behind his back, and you really was the only one willing to come out and say it. And so I just be feeling like sometimes the truth might hurt, but
That's
shit,
that's
it's
true
gonna set you
stuff.
free.
That's true. That's true stuff. Yo,
I
no,
mean,
because
but
she wasn't.
at the same time, it's like, why would you invite somebody over your house in the condition that it's in? Like, you know, it's not clean. Everybody can look and see, oh, this place not clean. You
you want
know,
Yo,
that
I
sympathy booty.
No,
asked him. I
Yo, that
asked him,
sympathy booty. You know what I'm talking about?
this is
what?
why I want. This is why I want Sarae to take it back. Because when you first walked through that front door and you took a tour, when you first walked through the front door, you didn't notice something, or you just wasn't paying attention.
I
Because
wasn't.
to me, the hallway was probably jacked up. You could
No,
look to the left to one. Oh, so he
It's
let the
probably just in the
downstairs
rooms or
people.
some shit. Probably
no,
just in the
the
room.
room, okay, so when you come in, it's just like two open spaces, living rooms, I guess you would want to say, but the lights was off.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see nothing there. So
Oh,
when you coming in, it's the light right here, and he got the marble flooring, so that looks decent. You know what I'm saying? Like a regular
it looked
entryway.
nice. That marble floor got her. That was one. That would
Right.
have got
You
me.
know how they got her. She's
I
like, oh, that's
believe.
marble. That's real marble. Oh,
And
how?
then he
Ah,
was like,
hell yeah.
we was
but
going
then
straight to see the living room, and he was like, let me show you upstairs. So then we just backtracked and went up the stairs. Mind you, it's slick dark. So I can't see the carpet. The carpet was tan, so I can't really see nothing. It's slick dark until we got to the
Well,
top of the stairs and he hit the lights.
That nigga,
Sorry, what time
yeah,
you go
yeah,
over
yeah.
there? Hold on. What time did you go over there?
By the time I reached there, it was like 6, 7 in the evening.
So it
By
wasn't
the
Oh
even.
time I
yeah,
reached,
I know what was about to happen by 8, 9. Yeah, you already knew it was about to happen. Okay.
What was
so he
react?
thought,
What happened
fuck.
around 8, 9? Hold up. Hold up. What was reacting, yo? I want to know. Don't
Look,
leave
so
that.
Elijah
he
said, you know, Netflix and chill would have been going on.
right. I mean,
Elijah
for
said that's
real.
Netflix and chill
Because
time.
I'm trying to put two and two together. I'm trying to fix. I'm
That
trying to see
nigga
what's
like,
going
yo, like
on.
you,
'Cause
yo, like you.
she can't see nothing, right? She can't see nothing. We all grown here. It's okay. All right.
I mean,
That
we
nigga like you
grown.
seen
I mean,
Squid
it
Game?
could have been, but he didn't do it right. Wasn't gonna happen.
Now they was gonna watch the Squid Game
Yo,
series.
like you will watch Squid Game.
All right. No, for sure though.
I even
So
asked him, I think the killer of it all is when I was like, is this your house for real? Because it was
yeah.
so bad. I asked him, I said, you squatting? I asked him, you a squatter? That's how bad it was. To where that man had to pull out his mortgage for me to see his name on that bitch. That's how bad it was.
Yo, I know as
Yeah.
soon as you asked that nigga was he squatting, the first thing nigga want to say was like, nigga, fuck you. Fuck you.
All
I didn't know
right.
what that was about, but he was depressed. And then this is the kicker. After all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I left. You know, we ended. It was a good night. I cleaned up the house and everything, or we cleaned up the home and everything. We went and grabbed something to eat. I think we went and got some Jamaican food, and we came back to the crib. We sat at. He had like a beautiful marble like island in the middle of the kitchen, and we ate. And then I was like, all right, you know, because by that time it was like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I'm in Georgia. He out in the country. I got to get back home. So he was like, well, you don't want to stay. You don't want to drive. You know, you don't want to drive. I was like, no, I'm going to be okay. I done drove
Man,
these roads before. And so I took my ass home. And
that
then
nigga, oh no, yo, don't leave.
the
Um,
conversations kind of, dissipated because it's like, nah, I'm cool. You're depressed. And I can only
not for
do so
sure.
much because a person who's depressed will drain you dry. You get what I'm saying? And it's only so much uplifting I could give. So it's like, then he started really being nasty, like, oh, you're not
feelings
talking
hurt.
to me. Yeah, his feelings was really hurt
Yeah,
and stuff.
well, no, yeah, because when Sarae hit him with, nah, we just cool now. How long was y'all talking?
I think we was talking for like 2 months.
Two
We went
months.
we
You
went on a
talk.
few dates, a month and a half. I'm not gonna say 2 months, probably like a month and a half, or going on a month and a half.
That
Okay,
probably
so he's
tore his ego up.
yeah,
She
I mean,
called
but
it
you
yeah.
good.
gotta understand, I was already bitter when he was kicking me out, and he talked about you a bad bitch and you ain't never been rejected before. I just saw a little scrawny ass, nerdy ass motherfucker trying like a revenge. I saw Revenge of the Nerds. That's what the fuck I saw. So I
Okay.
was still bitter about that shit.
That nigga ain't
But I
So
what you
still
both
dropped
did.
y'all
like $100
okay.
on cleaning supply to help him out.
So
That
both
nigga ain't what
y'all
you did.
handle y'all both sound like y'all handled the situation wrong. But at the end of the day, so you already know you know kind of guy you want, kind of man you want, how he carry himself, his home, and everything like that. So once you seen that, that was your red flag. That was your yes, time to go. We just cool, stuff like that. Again, you still handled it wrong, cause
I did.
still you could have let him down gently, Marcus.
My
You think
man was
she?
hurt.
You think he deserved it? You think he should have?
No,
He got told that.
that nigga ain't one of the. Yo, she get ready to dip. The nigga was like, wait. You know what I'm saying? And then, no, no, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. That nigga, yo, figure she came out there, she took that ride. Yo, was trying to make sure she stayed there. You know what I'm saying? And when she was like, I'm
But
all right,
nah,
that nigga was hurt. That nigga was distraught. That nigga was looking for some type of sympathy or some type of shit to make her feel like she was obligated to stay or she ain't want to leave the nigga. You know what I'm
so after here, I got a question.
saying?
After you seen all that, y'all dealt with what y'all dealt with, said the words y'all said. Then he broke down to you the reason behind it. How to make you feel, so right?
It made me feel bad. That's the whole reason why I dropped $100 at Dollar General to bring cleaning supply. Cause I'm like, let me help you. Because when he explained it to me, I was like, all right, I get it. You understand? You're depressed, you're sad. And mind you, she left a year ago.
Yeah,
So
that
he
was going to be my next question.
She left that nigga in
he
the
was living
mansion.
like this for about a year. And I don't know
Yeah.
who he been laying with up in there, but it couldn't have been a woman of any couth. You get what I'm saying?
Ah, if she
In the
left a
He
trap
year
saying
mansion.
that
ago,
shit.
that has
Yo,
to have
them,
some time to build up.
yo,
But
Yeah.
still, nah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I
them
see what
hood
you're saying.
rats probably was loving that trap
I'm still
mansion.
saying it's a
Yes,
year after. I mean, don't clean your house for a month and see what it looked like. So you're not going to tell me in a year, you ain't clean shit. You did the bare minimum. Like, not your homeboy telling you he proud of you for cleaning your shit.
Yo, holla, so you gonna wash your ass now, yo? You clean the crib, you gonna wash
I
your
don't
ass?
I
even
feel
know. I'm
like
not touching it. And then you got to
Nah,
understand what I
remember,
do.
Marcus, you said the pipes don't work.
That nigga and that
No,
bitch
they
was
work, but it's like no water pressure. So you definitely bird bath. And you got to understand what I do for a living. I draw blood for STD testing, my nigga. Like, if your house ain't clean, your body ain't clean.
my
Because
nigga,
you laying with shit that probably don't clean their ass.
that nigga got that
I'm
dead
not fucking
pork,
with
putting that
that.
shit in the
I'm gonna
sink.
help you clean your shit, but I gotta go.
That nigga pouring dead pork
Marcus,
in the sink. Wash his ass,
bro,
take a bird bath to the sink with dead pork
Brody, what
water.
you think? Brody, what you think? What you think about the whole situation? This just
All
And
right,
I'm gonna
so
say this real quick, Marcus. I
mhm,
was definitely wrong. That's why I went and got the cleaning supply and did what I did. I was not thinking. I was genuinely like, you gotta understand, I'm in this place I ain't been to. I'm in this home and I'm seeing it. I literally asked you if you was a squatter. But once I found out it wasn't that, I still came back and helped.
chill, Marcus, Brody.
yo,
But
yo,
I
I'm
do take accountability for how my reaction and my commentary through the tour. I was dead
And
as wrong.
that's a good thing because we don't have to take accountability. So
uh,
it's a good
But
thing that you put
I
it
didn't
out
have
there.
no bad intentions. Like I was literally like, wait, what? it wasn't like I was trying to be mean. It just was literally
It just
I
came
was literally
off.
saying it as I was seeing it.
Everything
I
that
was
she
in shock.
thought, she said.
I literally
But
did. I did not keep it to
all right.
myself.
But like as a like, and I ain't even gonna say as a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say as a person, right? When you bring somebody to your home and you know that it ain't like all right, when niggas young and he can get a shorty come over, whatever, yo make sure he start cleaning everything the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But for the shorty to get there, you know what I'm saying? So for him to just be at a point where he didn't let it go and it just look like that, and for somebody else to say something, yeah, that shit probably hurt like a motherfucker. But like I say, yo, truth don't give a fuck about your feelings.
They say niggas normally deep clean.
Then look, hey, look, and look, Coco, no. Nigga
Look,
be, you be calling nigga be on the phone like, hold up, bitch,
y'all
back.
better know
Right,
how
you
to
get a
deep
vacuum.
clean. No, I had listen, Marcus know about yo. Yo used to always say he was deep cleaning and shit. Deep cleaning, deep cleaning. It would listen, it would be clean when I went over there. But then that's when I started living with him. That motherfucker ain't deep clean, not one thing.
Yeah,
It's
that nigga
like
wasn't even
I
sweeping. How the fuck you deep
Oh,
cleaning? You ain't
Lord.
even sweeping. You know what I'm
like
saying?
Right.
the
So
deep
what
cleaning
you think?
went on
He
out the
got
door.
comfortable.
I don't know what it was. I guess he probably figured, oh, well, she gonna do it. But my thing is, if you already like, so if that's a routine for you,
If
as
that's
much as he
you,
used to say he deep clean, if that's a routine for you, then you're gonna continue to do that no matter where you're at. And
Fact.
so it was just like the motherfucker had clothes thrown all in the closet and stuff.
Ooh,
Like
you
I
go.
ain't never had no roaches. Every
That nigga,
time he would come around, that nigga bring him roaches. Like, do you got him in your pocket or something? You
his
know
little
what I'm
cousin,
saying?
his little cousin creeping in there
Look,
with him.
he'd be done left. I see a little roach on the wall. Like, where you come from?
He be like, that nigga left
No.
me. That nigga
Let
left
me tell you about bed
Not
bug
the
niggas.
pose.
I got another one. Bed
Yo,
bug nigga.
nah, oh Lord,
Oh
they hard to
wow.
get.
Because she
Not the
said
bed, but
roaches.
Lord,
And this nigga
Bed
had bed
bugs.
bugs. But it wasn't in my bed because he came in and he had a hoodie. So for me, I don't have, well, in this place, I got a coat racket by the door. But I had double closets, one for my art stuff and one my regular closet. So I was like, let me get your jacket or your hoodie or whatever. And I go hang it up. I hung that bitch up in my closet. So we was doing, that's when I started doing my rugs. We was doing rugs. We had dinner night. Then he got his jacket. He left. I
left
didn't
all his
feel it
little
till like
cousins.
the first, probably like the second day because them bitches done got on my clothes in the fucking closet. And I was just at work doing this.
Looking
It was
crazy as shit. Look like you
nigga.
on that shit.
he crazy, right?
He like,
I
like,
was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh hell no. I had to get everything. I had to steam the closet, wash all my shit,
mm,
everything. Like the whole fucking room, I had to just literally steam, deep clean, bleach, all types of shit to get that shit up out of there. So he's the bed bug nigga. So I done had Eeyore and bed bug. Like the fuck.
yo,
I
that
wonder,
I
like,
ain't never had no bed bug. I mean, I ain't never had no nigga with no bed bugs. Now that's a new
that's
one.
crazy, right?
yeah,
That's
I
crazy
don't know nothing
work.
about this shit. And I hope
No,
I don't find out about that shit.
What
Yes.
his ass? If you don't
and
get your
here's
motherfucking
the
room.
biggest thing. Here's the biggest thing we're still trying to figure out. We're always gonna try to figure out how did they pull you in the first place?
Fronting,
Oh Lord, hold on.
fronting
Let me
like
take
a
a sip more.
motherfucker
Let me take a
because
sip more on that one. Let me take a sip more on that one.
no,
Because
listen, I'm gonna
well,
tell you.
it's like I guess people present themselves differently from what they are. Well, I'm not gonna say all people. Some people present themselves differently from what they are behind closed doors. And so when you getting to know the person, you might not have been over their house or whatever the case may be, or but
Would you
eventually,
respect him if he
huh?
was to tell you? Would you respect him more if he was to tell you the honest truth? Like honestly, I really don't clean like that.
Look, I'm
That's why
dirty as a
they don't
motherfucker.
tell you this shit.
I feel
Listen,
How
like
can you respect a
Because
hold
motherfucker
on,
she
yeah,
dirty?
hold on. Let me
listen.
answer Elijah's question. Hold on. The first one was able to pull me because he's working at a mental institution. So he has a decent job. You got a career. You're in school for psychology, right? So at work, you look clean from head to toe. You got the clean cut. You fresh. Your nails is clipped. They clean. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to all of that. Your shoes is fresh. They not run over, skid mark, whatever. You're maintaining yourself out in the public. Is when I got to your house, just like she said, to see what the fuck you really got going on. Bad bug nigga was a whole supervisor at a goddamn warehouse out here. A whole supervisor at a warehouse. Clean cut, beard, locks, clean everything. Cause I'm big. Them nails better be clean. Cause where the fuck you putting them? He was clean. He had a career. He had an education. He was
Y'all niggas and
articulate.
these dreadlock niggas, these dread
Man,
niggas, these
The
dread
That's
head
the
other one,
niggas.
problem, though. I
wait,
think that
listen. The
really
other
is the
one had a
problem.
Caesar. The other
It's
one
the
had a low boy.
dreads.
Yeah, look.
It's the
so
dreadlocks. I think that's the problem. I
No,
think
the first one had a
the
low
dreadlock.
boy. Are y'all hearing me? The first one had a low boy. He had a Caesar. The
Oh no,
second
I'm just
one
talking
had
about.
locks.
No,
You
I'm
get what
talking
I'm
about niggas
saying?
in general. I'm just talking about the dreadhead niggas in general. Like not you know what I'm saying? Like those niggas, they always be winning. You know what I'm saying? Them
Well,
dreadhead niggas.
I like niggas with locks. That's just my weakness. But I like a nigga with a guy with a low boy too. Like you just gotta be clean. You just gotta be clean. You gotta,
I
and that's how they get you. So it's like, again, you don't know it until you get
close
outside of
to
that,
him.
outside of the facade. It be a front.
I
So
feel
like when
like
guys
in
be like, "Oh, you gotta
So
choose better," it's like, how do we know if we choosing good or bad? Because these motherfuckers be lying.
until we
so here
find out.
so here we go. Here
Yeah,
goes
hold
the
up,
next one.
hold up, Elijah. Let Coco, because you know we gotta let the girls talk. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
we
I'm
right,
the
right.
big
sorry.
That's
Go
my
ahead.
bros.
bad.
We
That's
gotta let
my
the
bad.
girls talk.
That's definitely
No,
my
because
bad.
it's gonna be real quick. I was just about to say because she said something about the nails being clean. I just feel like if your nails ain't clean, like
Your
you,
ass dirty.
yeah, or you digging in
Oh,
your ass, and you better have a job, especially if you ain't got no job. Your
how was
nails
you just
gotta be
Right.
clean. Cause
sitting
what
around,
else
no
you doing?
job, digging in your ass?
They said they digging in their ass,
I can't stand it. Coco, you see the ones that be having the nails, like they nails be long and all that other
and then
stuff, and
got
it
a
be
nerve to
dirt.
be having long nails. Yes.
I don't like it. I don't care if you got long nails and they clean. Why do you have long nails? Clip them. Where
Yo,
you putting them at?
see how niggas just be no job, digging in their ass, watching Sports Center. Just digging.
I'm trying to tell you.
No, Marcus, chill, bro. Chill,
All up
bro.
that ass.
Why you doing
Nigga all
that?
living. You know how nigga be leaning up like, yeah.
Is
Nah.
you cool? Like you cool?
All
You
right.
need to use the bathroom or something?
So
Yo, my
so
God, yo,
again,
oh my God.
so we got the reason the way they pulled you. Now, would it be better if he was honest with you and told you straightforward? Like,
She would have went out there.
I don't clean like that.
She wouldn't have went out there, nigga.
I wouldn't
Niggas
went.
love.
She wouldn't have went. So
Nigga, she
and the
wouldn't.
dude already know that. A dude already know
Nigga,
that.
nigga,
You
yo,
already
if
know
that
that.
was a
I'm lying.
female, if you were talking to a
He said,
female,
I'm lying. I'm
yeah,
lying.
and
I
she
know I'm
told you
lying.
she ain't
She got the
clean,
she got the fro and all. He said, I know I'm at the law.
so yo, yo, huh? Yo, them niggas, you got to yo, look, as a man, right? As a man, we try and get the shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I don't believe in a facade and trying to make. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Niggas, like yo, we acted the shorties. You know what I'm saying? The facade shit, like that shit, like we were saying in the hanging with Coop shit, chopping up with Coop. Like yo, it's only but so long the lie gonna last, and then you gonna lose everything you got because everything was built on a lie. Like now, if he'd have told her what it was, she wouldn't have went. But like I say, she'd have never been able to look at that nigga like a liar. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So when she asks
right.
him questions, when she say something to him and he say something, she gonna believe it because he was like he didn't have to be so forthcoming. You know what I'm saying? But he could have just been like, little shit fucked up. Yo, I might need some help. It's fucked up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I want to really invite you here because my living situation ain't right.
That would have been better.
Yeah, she'd have
Again,
respected
though,
it. She'd have
if he
respected
would
it.
have respected, if he broke it down, but Sarae, being the way Sarae is, yo, so what your living situation really look like? Because
Oh,
this don't sound
oh,
too good.
you gotta think for a nigga
Elijah
to say
know
that,
me, baby.
yeah, for a
We
nigga to
here.
say for
Don't
she like
sound too
she hit him with the Birdman hands like so what
So
that shit like? What
good.
that shit like?
Yeah. So again, uh, there are to me there are more men that is more wanting to go for the women than they are to get money. They rather get women than they rather get money. So
But how you get the women without the money though? Because that play a
they
part.
yeah,
Because
man, look,
they money orientated. Women are money orientated.
She been saying little supervisor at a warehouse.
Yo,
This little
look, dog,
supervisor at a
look.
warehouse, you know,
Just
little bit
just because a
extra money,
motherfucker
whatnot.
is super money don't mean they getting money. Sometimes the workers get
Yeah,
more than the supervisor.
there it is, there it is. It sounds good though, don't it?
It's the title.
Sounds like
The
it's
title,
okay.
like you know what I'm saying? The
Don't
title, like
mean that pay really doing it.
Right.
nigga, I was a field manager at landscaping, dog, doing
Yeah.
shit, taking care of motherfuckers' payrolls, talking to these customers, doing all that. And I work in a warehouse now, yo, and I make like 7,000 to 8,000 more.
But
Mm.
Just
this what
sitting
I'm
away. And
saying.
y'all, yeah.
It's not even the time. It for me. I just we're not doing high school jobs. We grown. I'm in my 40s, right? I just need
Mm.
to know. I'm asking these things not to be in your pocket because I got my own pocket. And I'm not saying I'm doing so great. I'm doing what I can handle for me. I'm trying to see if you handling yourself because there's no more struggle love for me. There's no more, oh, my kid is grown and gone. I'm not gonna pick up a man to have to take care of his ass like
Oh,
that
grown
financially.
man child.
Yeah,
Grown
I don't need
man
a
child.
man child. I need to know that you're able to sustain yourself. And then that whole what you bring to the table, what we bring to the table. Okay, this is how much I make, or this is what I do for a living. This is what you do for a living. And if shit
Right.
go well, and as things progress, these are actually important questions. What's your credit like?
Yeah,
What's your cleanliness? What's your beliefs? What are your
exactly.
goals? Where are you trying to live at in the next 5 years? If it's we need a 5 year plan. We really need a 2 year plan because in 2 years, if me and you are together and we're working, we're doing this, we're going to merge our lives together. We need to know our credit scores and our savings and how much we're going to put aside together so we can level up. I need to know these things. It's not about trying to say gimme, gimme, gimme again because I've been taking care of myself and I'm okay with that. But I'm not picking up an extra responsibility either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
So
on the credit scores because even when I got with my youngest son's dad, I don't he probably ain't know nothing about no credit scores. He probably you know, and I had a 705 credit score. By the time I left that relationship, my credit score was down to a 435
You see what I'm saying?
because I'm sitting up there, I'm maxing out my credit cards, my card and got took. Like it really is essential to definitely know the background, like the hard questions that might be a little, it's
And
essential to know that because if I got my shit together and you don't, and we start, I start liking you or whatever, and we moving forward, and then you won't got yourself together. It's kind of like, you know, you gonna mess me up.
we
all
can't
right,
go
for sure.
nowhere.
He
We're
Right.
got
not
a
gonna
So
he got a
it's gonna be
he got a
stagnant.
he got a good job, but he can't clean.
He got a good job, he can't clean, or he got a good job, but
And
he
don't
doesn't
pay bills.
he don't
hold
pay
up, hold up,
bills.
hold up.
Or, you know what
Hold
I'm
up.
saying?
As a man, hold up. We gonna take this step by step, right? As a man, right?
Step by step. Nah, I
If you
feel that.
don't if you don't clean yourself, how do you expect a woman to want to be up on you?
Yeah, nah, for sure, for sure. I mean
I'm just
the
saying.
house. I mean the house. I mean
I'm talking
yourself.
about, but
I
it start
mean,
with yourself. Like
yeah,
if your house dirty, how you gonna be cleaning the house dirty?
the nah.
Right.
I'm just
Right.
saying.
That
I feel
means
That's
you
how
that.
I
learn how to
am.
do it.
Nah, I
And
feel
see,
that.
if
I
if
feel
I
that.
go over somebody's house, the first thing I'll be looking at is the kitchen and the bathroom. And I judge you based off of your kitchen and your bathroom because those are the most essential
Don't
places.
don't have none of that booty dirt or that toilet
That
seat. You know
booty
You
what I'm saying?
dirt,
feel me?
what they call it, that booty dirt. Because what? I'm looking at you funny now. you know, That
The
little
side
booty
eye.
dirt line. You just see the damn line sitting right there, like, what the fuck is that?
It'd be like, why your
It's
booty dirty
good.
like that if you wash your
No,
ass?
these ain't no like I'm 42. These ain't no like kids. These ain't 30 something. These are grown men, meaning they got their grown man weight. They grown. They in their 40s and shit. They grown. I'm trying to understand, but even the youngins that's in their 30s and 20s, like, yo, hey, is these mamas raising their boys? Are they really raising their boys? Like,
Uh-uh.
A
is they
mom can't
is the
raise
mamas
no
teaching them how to
boy.
clean and shit?
A mom
Oh,
can't
oh,
raise
A
no
mom
boy.
can raise her child. A mom best no listen, hold on, Elijah. A mom can't
to a
teach a
certain
boy how to
extent.
be a man, but a mom can instill how that boy how to clean himself, how to damn cook. She could teach him the nurturing
No,
essentials that
no.
every child should know.
Yeah,
I
she talking about the
completely
simple shit.
understand you. The only part I can understand you until it gets to the point where the boy don't feel like he don't always gotta listen. You don't intimidate that boy by 16 years old.
Depends on
But
the type
you
of
know how
He
to
relationship you
don't
got
wash
with
your
your
always
woman.
ass
gotta.
at
You know?
No,
I
listen.
felt
Elijah.
like
We
No,
not
no, no.
Elijah. I'm talking about when you have a baby. You finna find this out because you about to have one. When you have a baby, right? We're not talking about a 16-year-old. When you're raising a child, you raise that child to get it. You put them on a
oh
schedule. That's why your
man.
child is on a schedule. Okay, this is bath time. This is dinner time, right? Those are the two essential things a mother does is to make sure her son or her daughter, her child, knows how to clean themselves. How a
Yeah,
girl,
for
she'll teach us,
sure.
listen, she'll teach the girl, you make sure you wipe from the front to the back so you don't get any vaginal bacteria. We get taught that. The boys, I never had a boy, but I had boy cousins. They teach them how to wipe their pee pee and clean off their pee pee. Like my cousins, they got baby wipes or send
Oh,
like wipes to wipe themselves when they out in public or even at home. They know that even after they do their little shake or whatever, they finna get that wipe and wipe that shit because some of them didn't get circumcised. But even if you did, you clean that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like those are just common things for a human being. It don't even matter about human beings from a
Yeah.
baby. You raise them. So by the time they hit 15 and 16, throwing on their cologne and being cute, they know how to wash their ass,
Okay.
Elijah.
Okay.
Hey, look,
Okay.
I like
So
to wash my
now,
hands
so
before I
now,
use the bathroom.
so
I'm talking
now,
about.
so now, since we all know, since we all know that this is it's a needed thing for anybody. Explain to me why we have 20, 30, 40, 50-year old men that don't do it.
Because they mamas didn't teach them how to motherfucking clean. They
Oh,
mamas sat there and babied
hold
their
up.
ass
after
and did all the
Oh,
cooking and did all
oh,
the cleaning. The mamas didn't really enforce and whoop their ass. Because I remember ass whoopings. Oh, you ain't getting that tub? Or you just cut that water on and act like you was taking a bath? And you get ass whoopings for not washing your ass. They go check that soap. They go check that washcloth to see if that bitch is wet. Like, stop playing. Like, I'm not gonna put it on, oh, nah, man. It ain't no
yeah,
excuse for
look,
being dirty. That mama
I'll
did
do.
No,
everything.
Hold
it
up,
ain't
hold
no
up,
I feel
hold up,
no
like
hold up,
at
hold
no.
up,
40 and
hold
50,
up.
it's not even a mom excuse no more.
Hold
Like
up.
Right.
It's
that's
not
on
no,
you.
It's not really. It's
and
not really. It's not really a mom excuse period. Because you gotta think, like a lot of kids gonna do what they got to do long as they under their parents. And then once they get out of their parents, you know what I'm saying, show that they gonna do what the fuck they always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you can instill these things in people's head, but once they get to a certain age, they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
they don't care.
Yeah. They're gonna do what they so like look, your baby can be the cleanest baby ever, but once they get older, and they think for themselves and all that shit, yeah, your baby dirty than the motherfucker. You know what I'm
They
saying?
they
Like,
don't they don't
I
care
guess you want
about
to know
trying to
what?
clean.
You're
Also,
right.
what I want to say is,
You're right.
just
Touche, Elijah.
because just because somebody got a job, also don't mean that they financially responsible. People be having
Yeah.
jobs and shit and still don't pay bills. You'll sit there and be looking like, what is you doing with your money? You know? So I think that's another thing that I don't know how to be able to tell, like, unless you just up close and personal in
Yeah.
their money business. But I don't feel like you could really, until we get to that point, you can't really tell, how, unless you gotta watch closely. Like what I've learned is that before I even start, you know, like, because you talk to a person, that mean you interested, but like before it go further, like I'm kind of watching you to see like if you take care of your responsibilities. Like if they got children, do they take care of their children? Are they active with their children, or consistently, not here and there. Are they do they keep up with themselves? You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. Like that's what I.
No, you right on that. And Elijah's right. I wasn't really trying to hear it because I'm just like,
You're like,
I just feel
no,
like that's just,
fuck that.
But
Cause then,
no,
yeah,
no,
because
fuck that.
clean
no,
your
no, no, because
ass.
no, because we know that is a necessary. Everybody's supposed to know it. I get talked about and looked at like I can't. I take a shower in the morning. I take a shower like when we leave. When as soon as I come back, before I touch a bed, anything, I take another shower. I want to feel fresh around my house and everything like that. My house clean. I want to feel clean with it. I take another shower at night. I take 3 to 4 showers a day just to. If I go somewhere, I'm not coming back and not taking a shower. And I be explaining that like, yo, our joints get sweaty, you know what I'm saying? Or stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not about to
you
walk
gotta get them
around here
cells,
like
bro.
this.
Yeah, you gotta
And
get them
y'all
cells,
got a
I
bro.
look,
package. Y'all got 3P2 nuts and a you know
you
what I'm
see what
saying,
I'm saying?
right?
Like,
You know, I like that. I
so
like to get like a good little soapy film around and shit. Let that shit
me
sit while I'm
too. I
showering.
wanna I wanna be able to when I enter my clean home, me be clean with it. Not I don't understand why people can go work in the yard, come back in and sit on their couch. I don't understand why people can go to work or anything, go do something. I don't care what we go do. Even if we step out, go to the post office, come back, I still feel like I need to clean.
Yo, I'm
But
fine.
that's
If I
just
walk
me.
to the corner and I walk back, I'm
If
washing
I
my
walk to the
hands.
corner, if I walk to the corner and it's hot outside, what you think I'm about to do when I get back in? If it's cold outside, what you think I'm finna do? What you think? Because I layer it up, I put in sweats and all, and so I know I'm sweating and everything like that. I put long johns on, but I'm taking just a quick, you know what I'm saying? Just wash
Just a
myself
little
down and
quickie.
whatnot. But we want that to be, and it needs to be. We shouldn't just want it. It has to be a necessary thing. But the fact that it's not, we got to ask ourselves, why is it not?
And
If you
that's
And
why
know,
I'm
then we be
blaming the
like,
as a
mama.
man
to,
right now,
yeah,
that
then
boy,
no, for sure. We play
no,
the whose fault is it? But at the end of the day, it's their fault
Right.
because they wanted to do what they want to do, so they want to walk around here musty. Do not pass me smelling musty,
this
man. Listen, 50 feet back.
let me tell you, as a man, right? Isn't it? This is just how I am, right? I'm an eater, right? So I'm just being like, look, I'm an eater. Look, call it what you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But like if I go down and that it ain't right, like come on,
Bad
dog.
business,
Like
baby.
yeah, like how would like and so that's the same difference. Like say I want somebody to go, you know what I'm saying?
I
They
don't,
gonna be eater on me.
I don't care.
How the fuck am I going? You know what I'm saying? Like how
I
am I running around with the stinky dick? How am I having the stinky dick
I
running around?
believe every man. I believe every man once in a life has went through going down and smelling that.
As
I
a
can't.
young
I'm not the
man,
only
not
one
as an old nigga.
because I be when I tell my story about that something like that, they be like, "What?" Like, bro, I don't care what you say. It's not. It wasn't just me. Every dude know that experience because
No,
every dude
nigga.
able to say, "I don't want to deal with that
As
again."
a man, the you know what I'm talking about, the enemy was above everything. We ain't care what the situation was, we wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
that's when
crazy.
that's when you find out that a lot of these pretty ass
Sarae
girls don't be
said,
clean.
"That's crazy."
No, I'm talking about like as like when you first become sexually active, when you first become
Nah, for
sexually
sure.
active as a man, like you just try and get it. You ain't even really thinking about you just you know what
Speak
I'm saying?
for yourself.
No, I'm speaking, I'm trying to tell you,
Talking about for the guys.
yeah, I'm talking about for the
Nah,
guys, like, cause you gotta think we look at it different than women. Like y'all more selective because y'all got more people coming at y'all. Some niggas got
yeah.
to get it where they can get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you know what I'm saying you gotta get it where you can get it. And niggas will take that chance. Like I didn't had look, I ain't either. But you know what I'm saying? We was doing things. I knew that shit wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Like once we got
Right.
to know what we was doing, I knew that shit wasn't right. Cause I'm just like, yo, why do it smell? Like it's smelling this
Bruh.
motherfucker. I'm just
And
stroking
then
like,
it
why the fuck do it smell?
and
Like a
then it
fish
linger.
fry this
Right.
motherfucker.
Then it linger. It linger around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This had a whole crib stinking this shit. You be like, yo, why is it like a
No,
fish fry this motherfucker?
Sometimes it ain't always the woman. And I get what you're saying, but sometimes it ain't always the woman, because these
No.
guys be messing up the women pH balances and stuff.
that's
And
how
that
I'm able to know when a dude cheat, because when you're doing that,
And
you
you
create
smell
your
it.
own scent. You have your own
Mm-hmm.
scent that y'all created, and we know when you done stepped out. Niggas be like, "Oh, it's that woman's intuition." No, bitch, because whoever you just messed with, even if she's clean, her chemistry don't mix with our chemistry. You get what I'm saying? And I smell the difference in it. And that's when I cut your ass off. I bet you ain't getting no more. Cause that's how you jeopardize people's lives with that shit. You know, you don't know what she do.
Uh, all right, y'all. I gotta get ready to go, cause my charger just broke and I ain't got another one, and I'm on about 19%. So.
Oh Lord, you
Okay.
got